Next one is the query parameter. We'll take a look at the query parameter. So these are the use cases wherein the query parameter plays an important role. Using query parameter, we can enable the end users to reuse the report developed by desktop users. Okay, another advantage of using query parameter, it enables the end user to view only the relevant data. And parameters to be modified only by the model authors and simplify the process of release management. So these are the scenarios wherein you can use query parameter. For example, when you reuse the report developed by desktop users, this is okay. You developed a report and you can share it with someone, they can reuse it. But wherein you used all the parameters, just by typing, keying the values for those parameters, they can use it. Okay, they don't have to specify the they don't have to live with the static data. Okay, that's where it is helpful in the case of release management also. Okay, they can change the file name and folder name with the parameter, query parameter, and also enable the end users to view only the relevant data. This is very much important. And so there are two different types of users out there. If you take any big organization, okay, and here you have something called IT department. So the IT department, they develop the reports, everything, and they have business groups, business users. They don't know how to create report dashboard. Also, they are not tech savvy, but they are very good in business. They know how to strategize the business. Okay, all the things they know, marketing, everything. And IT department and business users. Okay, the business users, they are good in business, but they are not good in. So these people, they are relying on IT department in case they want to create any complex reports, any complex logic. If they want to implement, they need to raise a request to them. These people are supposed to develop the reports requested by the users and then deliver it to them. In this case, business users, IT department. Apart from this, you have some end customers. Okay, end customers, they wanted to see the report. Take for example Walmart or Amazon, or those people. So they have the business team, they want to analyze where they stand, I know what is the pricing strategy they can come up. So they do all kind of strategic thing. Okay, and IT department, they develop the reports. End users like us, we want to see the history. What are the orders so far I raised? And again, if you wanted to do some kind of slicing and dicing, I should be able to see it. Okay, so in that case, the end users or our customers, they are supposed to view only their relevant data. They are not supposed to view other customers' data and our internal data. Okay, so in that kind of situation, you can restrict the end users to view only their relevant data, not only the end users, even the other stakeholders. A finance manager need not to see the HR data. HR people need not to see finance data. It is totally irrelevant, right? So why should they see the finance data? And why they see the balance sheet? Why do they need to see the payroll department? And vice versa, right? So in that case, the using query parameter, we can restrict the users to view only the relevant data, and parameters to be. And once you create the parameter, this has to be modified only by the authors. Let's say IT department. Okay, you are the senior data analyst. Okay, and you are the one responsible for creating the data model, and you are the one responsible for creating the parameters, everything. There is a centralized control. If you allow everyone to create parameters, what will happen? So everyone will have access to every other's data. It will have a serious security threat. Apart from that, it will cause serious performance issue. If you allow every user mistakenly, if they select all the country's sales performance mistakenly, and if they run a query, what will happen? It's all millions of records, billions of records. Unnecessarily, it will mess up the entire data, entire system, right? So better, you can do this one. And also release management. Let's say you are in the real-time scenario, we are seeing a dev environment and QA, dev QA and UAT and production. So as a developer, you develop all the reports, everything, and you do the unit testing, and then you get back to the QA team. And QA team, what they do is they go and pick up all the reports developed by you, and then they push it to QA folder. And there, they use different data, and they will test your report with different data. Okay, they do some kind of black box testing, and then they see all the functionalities are met with different test case, whether the reports is working fine or not. And then they will, once they find it everything is good, they will migrate to UAT. But in dev environment, whatever the data you have used it to develop your report is different from the data that is used by QA team. So in that case, your report, what is the data file that it should dynamically point to the respective folders of these departments, right? So each, supposing you migrate the code from dev environment to here, your report should not point to a dev database, because the QA team, they wanted to use their data to test your report. In that case, your report data file should point to their database. So in that case, they have to, the QA people, they are supposed to open your report, and they have to change your source settings. So why to allow them to open the report? Let's say you have developed 200 reports. Do you think they have QA compared to QA people or less, right? So they cannot afford time to open all the reports and change it. So there is something called query parameter. So with that, what we can do is you just prompt the user when they open the report. The moment when they open the report, it will prompt. So what is the file folder name? If you specify the folder name, the file name, it will take them directly to that. It will point them directly there. So why are you guys hearing my voice? Because other one student, she was not able to hear me. So am I audible to you all? Am I audible to you all? Yes. I think Sakshi, you have some problem. Now you are able to hear, right? Okay. Okay. So this is the kind of situation. So if I want to switch the file, right? If I want to switch my file from one environment to another environment, with the help of the query parameter, we can do it. So enough theory, I will show you the demo so that you will be able to understand. Sometimes, theory will take time for you to understand. There are three types of query parameters are there. One is, um, so write the three different types of parameter, any list of values and query. Okay. So in the interview, they might ask you, what is query parameter? Right. So dynamically, you can change your source system query. Okay. So that is when the query parameters are very much helpful. I will just show you with this example so that you should be able to understand. So now I just go and create a query parameter. For this, you need to go to the Power Query Editor. And here, what I do is I just right click. Look here, I just open the Power Query Editor. Just beneath this queries, we have blank space here. Just right click on it, and here's some new parameter. You'll find new parameter. When you click on it, it will open something like this. Here, you can see the country. Yeah, we'll start with some country, country parameter. Okay, and here I say required, and any, here data type is text. Country is a text data type, and suggested values any values. Look here, there are three different query parameters available. One is any value, list of values query. We'll start with any value. The current values, let's say, the United States. I say United States, and click on OK. So I created the parameter. So in this parameter, I use the query parameter as any value type, and then the country parameter, and the current value is United States. See, the parameter name can be anything, and the data type, you know that the column which you wanted to attach the parameter, it depends on that. Okay, so in this case, I want to attach this parameter with my country column. Click on OK. The next one is I just go to the sales W04. Here I have a country column here. I wanted to attach this parameter to this one. And for this, I just click on the drop down thing here. And here's something called text filters equals. And the basic one is equals, which means country equals. And here, so here I know I have an option here. I can select the country name directly here. But that is not the right way of doing it. Instead, what I do is I just click on the drop down next to this one. Here's some parameter. So this is the one I created it here, right? This is the one I created it. That is the one. When I click on the drop down, especially when I selected the parameter here, it shows here. Okay. So now I just simply click on OK. I don't need this one. Okay. Okay, it shows only in it. It says, okay, I created on top of this group by. Okay. I should have. Okay, anyhow, let it be there. File, close and apply. Only one row selected. Okay. So now what I do is I just create some visual. Just beneath this visualizations pane, I have the column chart is available. You can use whatever you wanted. Uh, I just click on it. For the demo sake, I use this one. The moment when you click on a visual, it will get dragged to the report canvas automatically. So this one got populated with some dummy data. We need to populate the data from here. And here I have something like country and total sales, total units sold, group by it. I use the parameter on the group by thing. I thought of using it on the entire table. Okay. So now it shows United States because in the parameter, I assign the current value as United States, hence it is doing it. Now I want to change the country. Okay. I just want to view other country. So in that case, you need to click on the transform data. Here you can see the edit parameters. Here you can type whatever the country you want. India. So now in my query, will get dynamically changed to India country. Okay. And here, if I see here, I thought of showing it in Power Query, the Power BI cloud service. It is not doing good job. It's not working there, right? So probably I will show you sometime tomorrow. The same thing. You don't even have to open the report when you have the parameter. Okay, that is what I was trying to say. Okay, whatever the country that you needed, you can specify it here. But in this case, the users can view any country's data, right? By typing the country name, they can say. But at a time, they can view only one country. At least you're not allowing the users to view all the country. If you allow the users to view all the country mistakenly, what will happen? It will go and take, for let's say each country you have 1 billion records. You are doing business across 100 countries. So in that case, 50 countries, let's say 50 into 1 billion record, 50 billion records. Unnecessarily, it will grind like anything. It will run like anything, right? So in that case, at least you are allowing the users to view only specific country at a time. Okay, fine. This is fine, but there is no security here. You are not restricting the users to view only the specific country. So in that case, I just go to the Power Query Editor, we will try the another type of the parameter called. So I use the same thing here and click on the manage parameter. And here what you can do, you change the type of the parameter list of values. So here I just say United States, and here I say India, and here I say Australia. Only these countries we are supposed to view it. And then default values India, let's say in India, and current values something like United States. Click on OK. You don't have to map this again with this country table, so country column. Okay, and it's already there, right? So we don't have to do anything because we did not change the parameter name. And here, if I click on edit parameters, look here, this is called your list of values, right? Here you can see three countries: United States, India, Australia. Only these three countries you are supposed to view it. Then what by default it shows this thing, and if I select India, it will show India data. So using list values, you are restricting the users to view. Look here now, India, restricting the users to view only specific values or specific subsets of the data. If I select Australia, it will show Australia data here, Australia sales. So here we are allowing the users to enter or select. This one should get changed to Australia. Good. So the next one is, I just go to the transformator. The last one is the query parameter. I just select this one, manage parameter. So in that case, I need to create a query first, and then only, this is slightly different, the query parameter. I just show you how to create. Look here, you go to your data set, and I just go here and remove text filters. Clear filter, why it's not showing clear filter? Okay, here I just go to the equal. I think it's not showing anything. Okay, here I just go here, filtered rows. Okay, let it be there. So next what I do is, I just go to the country column. I remove the filter by clicking on here. Okay, by undoing that one here, and right click on the country column and add as new query. I repeat this. Keep the cursor over your country column. Right click on it, and you will find at the end of it as add as a new query. Just select this. You can see all the countries are available in this query, and also you can notice that a separate thing called country got created here. The query. This is query. Next, what I do is, so here we are not supposed to duplicate values. We can see what I do is right click on it, remove duplicates. We have an option called remove duplicates. Okay, I removed duplicates with the help of that one, I was able to remove it. Okay, now my query is ready. So what I do is I just rename this one with some meaningful name. First step is create a query. I have shown you how to create a query. Step 2 is go to your parameter. Create the parameter. Since I already created the parameter, I can use it. I can reuse it. I just click on manage parameter. With the help of manage parameter, we can change the type. Okay, here list instead of list of values query. Now it will ask you the query, which query you wanted to use it here. When you click on the drop down here, the one we have created here is listed here. Look here, the same thing is listed here. Okay, since we have already created it, so this is a prerequisite. You need to first create the country query or query, and then use that query in your parameter, especially when you go for query type of parameter. So I just click on OK, and file, close and apply. Okay, I medium. Now it shows all the countries. Edit parameters. You see here it shows all the countries. Lithuania. Okay, here I did not map this with the country, right? I created a query and then I created a parameter, and but here I did not map this here. Look here, text thing here and equals, and I have parameter, country parameter. Okay, and here I just click on OK. Since I did not map this newly created parameter with the country column, it was showing all the countries' sales. See, it should not be like this. This is a serious issue. Okay, and here now we can see the query parameter, Lithuania, and whichever country you want, for example, the United States. In the case of query parameter, you can select you can give options to the user to select any country out of the total number of countries that are available. So these kind of query parameters can be given to only specific people in your company, senior people, C-level executives like CEO, chief. So they should be given the flexibility to view at any given point in which country the sales is what, right? So, but even though you give query option, query parameter to view all the countries here, they should be able to select at a time only one country. In that way, your performance will be good. Since you are selecting only the subset of the data, the performance will be good. Instead of selecting entire thing, select this one. And the next one is I just go here and I'll show you the data, transform data. Okay, now you understood, right? So what is query parameters? So this is a little bit different. First, you need to create a query, and then you need to create a parameter. In the parameter, you need to map this query. You need to select this query in your parameter so that it will be like your query parameter, country query parameter. And this parameter, you need to specify it in this table's country column. Okay. And likewise, like country, if you have any other column like region or any other column, you can create it that way. Okay. But you need to map this parameter, that specific column. Supposing you wanted to apply this parameter or filter on a specific, let's say region column, this parameter, you need to map it in your sales W04 tables region column. Okay. Okay, I thought of showing. Look here, sales W04 query, I selected it. And on the right side, you can see the source. Just next to that, you can see the wheel icon. And when you click on it, it will open and it will show the folder name and the file name. Since here, it's kind of a hard-coded thing. You just specified your fixed, this is hard coded in the sense fixed locate folder name and file name. Instead, what I do is I just create new parameter. I just create a parameter here. Okay, here I did not create. Okay, what I do is I create new parameter. Here also you can create parameter. Here source file parameter, and here I do one thing. Here I just give text data type and any value. Yeah, any value. You can give any value. Current value is d colon that one sales. This is another use case. What I'm showing is the second use case. First, the use case was related to security and performance point of view. Here I use the new parameter src4 and click on OK. Okay, there is a mistake here, typo here. Okay, I need to go to this parameter and manage parameter. This is very easy. Don't think, I'm just clicking here and there, sales W0 and click on OK. I specified wrong name. And if I go here, see, this query is going and looking at the folder, the folder where the file is existing, and then it loads the data. If I give this report to you, if I share this report to you, for example, if I, let's say I send this to your email ID, okay, what will happen is you download this one, and then when you open it, and when you select this one, when you open it itself, right, it will ask you the path name. So here I created two parameters. So in real time scenario, you will be using many parameters like this. Okay. Here you can say, for example, I just copy this folder. This is my dev folder. This is my dev folder. I show you something like, I'll create something QA environment, the QA people, quality assurance. And here, this is a different file. Okay, this file has structure wise everything same, the column names everything, but data is different. Here what I do is I just go and say QA here. So when I open this file, it will ask me here, what is the folder, which folder you have the file, and which country you want to filter it. That's it. So when you hit the OK button here, it opens this file, and then in that file, it will look for only the United States related data. Let me see if this works. Yes, it's working fine. So, okay, I just use different country. You might be asking this question. If I show me with other thing like Australia and same thing. Look here, Australia. Okay, the second use case, the first use case. So use case one is nothing but scenario one. Use case. Okay, and also you can use the parameter. See, this is dynamic. When you use the parameter, it will be dynamic. You don't have to go to the Power Query editor. You don't have to do the filtering. Okay, so here simply the user has to when you share this report to the users, when they open the report, it will prompt them. Can you enter the country name? Can you enter the folder where the file is available? So currently, let's say now I have, as a developer, in the case of release management, I have finished my coding part, testing part, everything. And the next step is it has to be moved to the QA folder. So QA people, they have access. They move the your report file, data file, everything there, but their data file is different. Okay, maybe the file name is same, but the data in it are completely different. Okay, in that case, what will happen is they simply go here and click edit parameters. They can specify their folder D colon QA. That's all. They don't have to go to Power Query editor. They don't have to change it there. Okay, if you share this report to all the people, what will happen is simply they go and select here edit parameters, and that's all. Here they need to say QA, and if it is UAT, just to specify UAT folder. That's all. And in the production, it's so dynamic, isn't it? Otherwise, what will happen is you need to open the code, Power Creator, go and file. You need to specify the folder and change the folder. Each and every time they need to open the Power Creator and change it. Instead, you can allow them to type it here itself. Got it? So these are the two use cases, or where the query parameter plays an important role. Fine. Any questions? What we will do is I'm done with the query parameter. As for the Power Query parameter, we have explored these three different types: any and list of values query. And list of values, we can allow the users to select two more than one set of values to view the data. And any is like a query. Okay, but in the case of query, the users can simply select the country name or whatsoever. They don't have to type it here, whereas in the case of any, they need to type the country name. If they specify, if they make any typo, it will not work. Okay, but whereas in the case of query, they don't type it. Simply select the country name, whatever they wanted. Okay, but here, any also has a problem. They can view any data, and query also they can view any country related data or any region data, whatever the subset of the data they want to see. They can use any or query, but still at a time they can see only one country or only one thing. Okay, but the any is not you are not restricting the users, right? It is not good, though it selects only the subset of the data. There is no security here. So this is this is for you give the user business users the list of values option, and your end users also probably you can give a list of values end users. Okay, and any is not preferred, and list of values and query is the one widely used in real time scenario. Okay, the next one is we will take a look at what else we are left with. I think Power Query Editor we are done. Okay, and the next one is the data modeling part. What we will do is today I wrap up as of this one. Okay, and tomorrow we'll continue the data modeling part. Okay, don't miss out. That is very important thing. Okay, you are learning data. You guys wouldn't know. How much.